Right, welcome everybody to round 3 in the Moto3 Championship at Lemans with SOL Lucas this time. His goated commentary.
Back to Berg. Ah,
Right then, so Lemans is actually a different track. We're doing Termas in the GP class because of course Termas isn't on Moto2 or 3. So we've had to mix it up a little bit for the lower classes. Not sure if you guys can hear Lucas, you know, he's having a few issues with the mic, unfortunately. It's cutting out for some reason. We'll have to see how it goes. Right then, let's have a look at everybody coming out the pits. Who do you think Lucas is going to win this race?
I would say, as usual, based off of raw pace, VR46, but I feel like he's going to be a bit unlucky again, like Portimao, and maybe there's going to be a wild card winning.
Yeah, VR seems to be the fastest guy. To be fair, in this class, there's no doubt about it. He is the favourite for the title. It's a bit of a shame that Lewis B isn't here because I think he could have challenged him, but unfortunately, he's not here.
Yeah, I think that VR46 is still just a level above everyone.
Yeah, he's also cooking in the Moto2 as well. He honestly looks brilliant in the Moto2. I just can't believe how fast he is. He looks like he's the favourite for the title for sure.
Yeah, he's made a huge step this season.
Yeah, he certainly has. Whoa, Anakin! Already crashing and Senna nearly hitting him there. Not the start Anakin would have wanted. Cold tyres, of course. Let's switch the tyres. Here we go. He's on the soft. Tyres and the brakes. They will be a little bit cold, to be fair, at this point in the race. Bloody hell, can't speak. Right, Josh has crashed. Where is he?
There's a lot of crashes on the field.
Yeah. Well, this is of course not an important lap. Just get your tyres up to temperature. Who is that weaving on the straight? I think that's line there, trying to get his tyres nice and warm.
VR testing out a long lap.
Yeah, it's going to be needed, I reckon. There's going to be a couple of long laps in this race.
Oh, definitely.
Actually, somebody needs to mention is Mike Miquez. Welcome him, of course, to the Moto3. He's coming in for a wild card. We're a little bit low on numbers, only 10 of us, unfortunately, but still, hopefully we can have a great race. But Mike Miquez, he's a wild card. It's going to be his first ever Moto3 race. I don't imagine he would have practiced because he didn't, of course, expect a race. We'll see how he gets on. Josh is about to cross the line here. He's about to start his first flying lap. I think Josh needs a good result here. Top 5, top 6, he'll be happy with that. Of course, Josh is also a wild card. He's not meant to be here full time.
Yeah, Josh could have a nice race. He's simply fast. And
yeah, there's no pressure.
Anything can happen in Moto3.
Yeah, exactly. And already Josh has invalidated his lap, which is an absolutely terrible start for him. Not really what Josh wants. Let's keep an eye on line. He showed a lot of speed actually in the qualifying, but just didn't put it together in the race. But we'll see how he gets on. Bit of a mystery. We haven't really done much practicing with him. He's just done a race, and we're gonna have to see more long term what he can do. A lot of red sectors, of course, because this is the first lap. Right, let's have a look at VR. Oh, look at him sliding! Oh my god, VR, does he want to stay on the bike or not? Deary me, pushing very hard. Making that, you know, bike do all kinds of shapes. Looks like Max is behind him, he's got a nice little reference there. Max had a lot of pace actually in Portimao, just very unlucky getting taken out by a bit of lag, which can happen unfortunately in racing. But it's one of those things. Right, line, he's very close to completing his lap here. Let's keep an eye on him, he's gone through the third sector. Pushing that bike very hard. Where do you think Lars Senna's gone down? Yeah, not good for Senna there. Into the double right-handers. Very easy to invalidate your lap here. See what he can do. This is going to be the first lap. Him and Josh actually are both going to cross the line. Let's see what laps they can both do. Josh,
41.8.
invalidated, pardon, but 41.8, yeah. Not too sure if that's any good. Do you have any idea, Lucas? Because I don't know, unfortunately.
I think I did. I honestly
You should
have
know.
no idea.
We haven't done our research, have we? But he's already quicker than VR.
I've never
so
done it. I think it's a good lap though.
yeah, he's quicker than
think
VR. And VR is a good
go
reference.
much faster. Maybe around a sec. I'd say. Looking at time trial earlier.
Yeah, we had a look at the time trial, and I think Stormy's the quickest. He, of course, isn't racing in this class at the moment, but there's some very, very good times in the time trial. Look at Line, he's snaking that bike and the braking. Really, really pushing that bike hard. VR is orange, and Line is up again. He's doing a very, very good job here.
Max,
he's up for 2 sectors. Well. Yeah, Max, good lap from him actually, good reference lap. And Line, his lap's gone away there. I believe that's yellow flags. I think that's yellow flags there invalidating his lap. Yeah, there's a crash in the background. I can't see who that is.
Red.
Yeah, keep an eye on VR46. Good point there. Red in the second sector here. Declan's on a lap at the moment. Mike McKenzie's lap is invalidated, so not that many people at the moment have got a lap in. So only 3 people, which is quite strange. Oh, he's pushing that front end hard, isn't he, VR?
Third sector.
Yeah, Declan, he didn't have a great first 2 rounds, but he definitely has pace in this class, there's no doubt about it. See what VR can do.
It's looking like VR or Declan's going to go top.
Yeah, let's have a look at Declan and the Aspar team. Let's see what he can do. Pushing hard as he goes through the double rights. He keeps within the track limits. Oh, he's very close to the curb. Flowing with track limits. Leongo has gone down in the background.
Oh, that's a very good time.
Oh, yes, he's done a 41.3. That is a brilliant lap. VR improves.
VR as well.
Yes, VR has massively improved on his lap time there. So low 41 seems to be the fastest at the moment. But I think they can get into the 40s. Surely they can improve a little bit more than that. Still only 4 people have set a lap time, which is quite strange. Max, he's the guy there, 9/10 off in 4th, but after that, nobody's got a lap in. Declan's red as well in the first sector. Where do you think Declan can finish in a qualifying session, Lucas? Where do you think he can aim for? I think he can fight for the podium, me, personally.
I agree. I think he'll be front row, and barring any dramatic events in the race, he should be able to get on the podium, maybe even win.
Yeah, he's a dark horse for me in the title race. I think he's had a bit of a rough start, but honestly I think his pace and speed is very, very good. He just needs a bit of luck. And Griff here, he of course, the previous race winner, pushing very, very hard into the double rights. He's up in the first 2 sectors as well, so quite a few people up here. Senna's up at the moment, and also Declan. He's again improving in his time.
Oh,
and Declan. Yeah, good spot there. Declan has gone down. His bike is on the track there. Hopefully it hasn't ruined too many people's laps. Josh's lap has gone.
Oh.
Leon goes as well, so quite a few invalidated laps
red
there.
In the third sector.
Oh, he has.
Could be a very good lap.
Yeah, we need to keep an eye on Griff. Pushing that Honda Team Asia bike very, very hard. Into the left-hander now. Looks neat and tidy for Griff, the number 74 and the Honda Team Asia. Going into double right-handers now. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he's very wide. Yeah, exactly. The lap deal does count. It hasn't been invalidated. Again, he's close to track limits, so he's pushing very hard, Griff. He improves 3/10 off, so Griff will be happy with that. He's not the best qualifier, but in the races we know he'll step up, so front row I think he'll be very, very happy with that. Snap your arms off for that position.
Yeah, lost a lot of time in the last 2 corners, so he won't be happy with that.
Yeah, it's not ideal there for Griff. If you'd nailed the last few sectors and corners, yeah, he could have probably got on pole. So he'd be very disappointed. But still, front row for him is pretty good. Still 5 people that have done a lap. Only 5, half the lobby. Well, I've got 6 minutes, but I imagine a few people up here. Well, Leongo, a little bit unpopular with some of his rash overtakes, but yeah, he didn't race, of course, last time, but he's back again. Already crashing a lot, unfortunately for Leongo. He just needs to get a lap in and just get into his rhythm. Mike Miquez, let's keep an eye on him. Of course, he's on a lap here. He's with Honda Team Asia, of course, with Griff, replacing Nasli, who's missing for this race, the number 91. Interested to see his first ever lap time in this class, of course. Oh, I've just seen his laps invalidated. Yep, Leongo, of course, crashing, but Mike Miquez also invalidated his laps, so not many people getting any laps here.
Right on track limits. Anakin red in the first sector.
Well, let's keep an eye on Anakin. Good point there. Anakin, see what he can do. He had a podium, of course, in Portimao. Brilliant result for him. A bit unexpected. He didn't have a lot of confidence, but a great result came. See what he can do.
And
Griff looks very, very good there. Yeah, Griff now changing tyres, like a lot of people will be doing. Only Anakin at the moment is up, though. He's the only guy improving. He's gone orange in the second sector, so has clearly lost a little bit of time here.
I
wonder. When did you say Anakin will come in this session?
if he gets a lap in, he could get
Yeah.
top 5.
He needs a lap, of course, but yeah, that's the challenging part, seems, at the moment. Only half the people have got a lap in. Yeah, Anakin, a top 5, a top 6, I think I'll be happy with that. Oh, he's really on the limit there with track limits. He just about gets away with it. Still orange, of course, he hasn't set a lap yet, so it will be orange.
Pushing very hard there.
Yeah, Anakin, he really does go for it. He really does commit. Full send. You know, sometimes that can be his downfall.
Very nice lap.
Just needs to get a lap or two in and get into his rhythm, but this is looking good for Anakin.
Wide.
Oh, track limit's going to go. No, he's gone away with it there, so track limits letting him off there. Max is about to cross the line.
Oh,
Anakin, third position. What a lap from him. I did not expect that at all. He really has impressed me in Moto3 so far. What a job from him. 3 tenths off. You know, Declan, and only 2 off VR, who by far is the best in this class at the moment, so good job from him there. Well, Declan and VR both red in the first sectors. Of course, they'll be on their new tyres.
Anakin, interestingly, stays out again.
Yeah,
Surely he pulls into a pit this lap for a new set of tyres.
Well, he's only going to have time potentially for one more, and I'm not even sure he'll have time for that. It's going to be very tight for Anakin, and it'll be a do-or-die lap for him. He hasn't timed things very well for me. VR and Declan both off. In fact, Declan's getting a great toe here off VR. This will really, really help him improve his lap here. Great reference. Anakin, yeah, Anakin is still red though in the second sector, so old tyres or not, he's still improving. Yeah, he's lost time there, and yeah, that's not great for Anakin. He has made a bit of a meal of that. His front tyre is absolutely red hot, so it looks like he's cruising as well to me. It really is hard to tell what Anakin's doing. We need to keep an eye on VR though, the Leopard team. He's just about made the apex. He looks a bit wide to me, but I think he's pulled it back nicely into the left-hander. Declan with a great reference there. Anakin, sorry, is actually still orange, so he can actually improve here. A lot of people improving. What time is VR46 going to do? He's about to cross the line. Declan behind him getting a great reference. VR goes top. Great lap there, 141.1. He actually beats Declan by just under 700, so good job there. See what Anakin can do as well. Anakin, he don't think he improved, unfortunately for him, so yeah, disappointing there. He's gone out again, so Anakin's staying on the old tyres, which is very interesting. Declan's lap has gone away, as you just mentioned, so Declan will have to wait till the next lap, and Anakin really pushing track limits there, but he's got away with it for now. Declan's sitting up and moving out of the way.
And Max red in sector 1 and VR as well.
Oh, a lot of red sectors. Look at this. Josh, Max and VR. Leongo hasn't got a lap together yet. He's orange in the moment in the first 2 splits. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens there. Senna as well. He hasn't got a lap together. Neither has Mike Miquez, so still 4 people that haven't actually got a lap in. Oh, VR looked a little bit scrappy there in the exit of that right-hander, so he's going to lose a lot of time there. He's already grey in the second sector, so not ideal for him. Yeah, Josh and Max have lost a little bit of time, but still on PB laps here. Let's keep an eye on Max here. Anakin behind him, following. His lap's invalidated. Right. Can Max improve on his lap time? Is Josh ahead of him? We need to keep an eye on Josh as well. They're both improving here.
Josh, Max, last corner.
Leongo improves, and that's more like it from Leongo. He's in the mix now.
Oh,
he's gone
Josh
down to 7th though.
third.
Brilliant lap from Josh there, but he's still 4 tenths off VR46. Griff!
Moved into third.
Good job from him. That is a much needed lap from Griff because he'd actually dropped down the order. So good job from him there. Can Max improve in his time? Crosses the line. Max, I don't think he made... Yeah, that wasn't the best lap from Max. He's a second off, but he still has another lap, of course, to bounce back. Josh red in the first sector. Keep an eye on him.
Senna goes 7th. That's a good lap from him.
Yes, that's much needed from Senna now. The only guy not with a lap is actually Mike Miquez. Let's keep an eye on him. He's about to cross the line. He's going to get a lap in. 1.5 seconds off, but not too bad at all for his first time in Moto3. Of course, wildcarding this weekend. He's at least in the game. Now, Josh, he's red for the first sector, but lost a little bit of time here in sector 2. It's looking good, though, for Josh. His front tyre is very, very hot. Leongo's lap has gone. Same with Griff, so they're not going to improve any more than this. VR is grey in the first 2, Declan grey in the first, so not that many people improving here. Oh, and line has gone down. Yeah, Line disappointing actually in 6th position. I thought to see a little bit more from him.
Or Josh Gray. He may have lost it.
Yeah, Josh has lost time here, so not too many people. In fact, nobody apart from Senna and Mike Miquez improving here, which is a bit of a shock. Thought the session would light up a little bit like a Christmas tree, but it hasn't happened at all. See what Josh can do, pushing hard in double. Oh, and Josh has gone down. Yeah, mistake from Josh there, pushing very hard, but 4th position is still a very good job for him. I think I'll be very happy with that. Let's see what Senna can do for Liqui Moly. Oh, he's pushing hard, Senna there, but that looked very good. Nice and tidy. Going into left-hander now. Can Senna improve on his lap? There's a lot of positions he can make up if he nails the last 2 corners. Looks nice and good for Senna. Can he stay within the track limits? It looks like he can. Yep, Senna's going to get the lap together. Let's see what he can do. Leongo's red for the first sector. We need to keep an eye on him. Senna moves up to 6th position. Good job from him there. Griff and Leongo both improving. Actually on the, the best lap, first sector. So this is very interesting. Mike Miquez still stays in 10th position, but he does improve. He has bridged the gap there, which is very important for him. Let's have a line on Joshy. Josh is red in all sectors here. This is amazing from him.
He's actually on that lap.
You don't think so?
No.
I've just realised it's actually his AI, isn't it, improving his lap time? Good spot there, I've just seen that. It says he's crossed the line. So actually he doesn't get that lap at all. Yeah, we need to keep an eye on Griff. So Griff now braking downhill into the left-hander. Leongo has lost a bit of time, as you just mentioned. Griff, though, still seems to be red. Can Leongo...
red.
Oh, Griff is red again. This is it. Leongo's down. Leongo, that could have been a potential lap there for pole position or front row, and he's lost it there at the last moment. So he'll be very upset with that. He's now in 8th position. Griff, can he improve? Can he nail these double right-handers? It looks nice and tidy. Right. That looks very good for Griff. Can he stay within the curbs? Yes, he can. Is Griff going to go onto pole position?
Oh, he
does improve. He does improve, but it isn't quite an improvement in terms of position. But he's now... That's less than 100th off Declan, and he's just over a 10th off VR, so it's very tight in the front 3 here. Right then. So the session has finished. Let's run through the results. Very interesting session here. Right then. So, VR46 for the Leopard team, he gets pole position. Declan, brilliant race from him. Not race, sorry, qualifying session. 2nd position for him. 3rd is Griff, he'll be happy with that. 4th, great there from Josh, good ride. 5th, Anakin as well, he'll be very happy. Senna in 6th position as well, he's done a great job. I'd say disappointing there for Line, he could have done a little bit better than that. He's in 7th. Leongo will be gutted to be there in 8th position. Mad Max 9th. And 10th position there is Mike Miquez, so that is our top 10. It is very, very close though, isn't it, Lucas? Look at this. It's very tight.
From quite a few riders. Mike.
Yeah.
First Moto3 race, looking pretty good. Leongo will be disappointed with that though. Same with Line at his home race. It's not.
Yeah, of course. Good point there. Exactly. It's his home GP. Of course, the only French guy here, so you'll want to impress, the crowd, I guess you could say. But yeah. A few very impressive rides there, a few people that will be disappointed. But anyway, let's move on to the race itself. Confirm these results here. Well, there's going to be a lot of fiery people towards the back. Line and Leongo will both be definitely looking to improve. They're quite far back and they definitely are not, these positions they've qualified in. There should be a lot of more far at the front. So yeah, hope they don't come through like a, rampaging. Need to be calm. Right then, let's wait everybody to, of course, ready up. And as soon as everybody's ready up, we can start. What are your predictions though, Lucas, for the race? What do you think is going to happen?
I'm going to go for Declan for the win. And
Declan, right.
I think Josh is going to get on the podium, but the upper podium position, I'm split between Griff and VR.
I believe it'll be VR that wins. I think he's just been the best in the Moto3 class. I believe it'll be Declan that gets 2nd, and I think 3rd can be Griff. But it's going to be very, very close. I think Anakin, Josh, Leongo and Line definitely all have a very, very good chance to fight for the podium here. So it's going to be a very interesting race. Right, seems like everybody's readied up, and we are good to go then. I'm very excited for this one, Lemans. Very, very interested about this race. Right then, the marshal with the red flag, he's going to pull over to the side. And the race is about to start. VR on pole position. Can he win again in the Moto3 class? A first and a second last time. Lights about to go out. And we are racing. Look at that start from Griff. He's absolutely shot off there. Brilliant from him. He's already leading the way. VR not the best start at all. Declan's gone backwards. He hasn't made the best start either. This is going to be a very difficult turn one. Can everybody get through here cleanly? Oh, Declan. Oh, he's gone down there. And who's that in the background? Mike Miquez. Oh, it's getting very heated. And Leongo's gone down. Well, Leongo has gone down. It's absolute carnage there. Pure carnage. Already Leongo's race looks like it's over, but what happened there? I'm not too sure. Do you know whose fault that was?
Collision between VR46 and Declan that just put Declan down on the inside.
Yeah, it's difficult to judge that one. I didn't quite make that out. We'll have to make decisions after the race potentially. But what about Leongo and Anakin and I believe VR? What do you know what happened there?
I think Leongo may have lost the rear in front of everyone, and it's just held everyone up. And now there's a 1.4 second gap from the VR to Anakin.
Well, Leongo and Declan, they were guys that could have fought for the podium. Declan, I believe, could have even potentially won. They're both battling here very hard, like they're the guys in the lead. But they're way off. They're in 7th position now, so that's not gone well. Leongo on the inside of Declan. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Very, very hard riding from Leongo. He's actually gone very wide, so that's not helping Leongo's race. Let's get back to the front. No, it's these guys. But look at the fight in here. Wow. These guys need to try and work and catch each other up. I mean, catching the lead group up. But anyway, Griff now going into the final corner. He's leading the way. Good there from Griff. Just the perfect start for him. And oh, Leongo's gone down. Well, Leongo was very, very aggressive at the start, and it hasn't paid off for him. He's way back there in 9th position. He's also abusing the track limits there, which isn't good there. But yeah, Josh has still got a long lap. I'm not sure if it's been served. Hard to say.
Ooh,
yeah, let's go back to the front.
Griff.
Yeah, let's go back to the front here. So Griff and VR both battling very hard for the win here. We know VR, the kind of person he is. He will not go down without fight, and he's going to have a look on the inside. Griff closes the door. Good riding there from Griff. VR, though, looks very comfortable at the moment. He seems to be a little bit faster. There's a huge gap, though, as you can see. VR and Anakin already sit 2 seconds. Anakin, what a race from him. He's on the podium again. Senna's in 4th. He's done brilliantly there. Line in 5th, so he is in the game. Going to go back to the podium group there. So Anakin doing a great job, actually putting a small little gap there on Senna. Line there in 5th. Mad Max in 6th position. 7th is Declan. 8th is Josh. 9th Leongo and 10th Mike Miquez. Right then. Looks like Senna is actually having to battle a little bit with Line. They're fighting very hard as we go down the hill here. Can Line get the move done? Not quite, and Griff has gone down. Griff. I'm massively shocked about that. Was there a collision? We didn't quite see, but Griff has gone down and he's all the way back in 6th position now. That is a disaster for Griff. After winning the race and brought him out.
It's off the hook here.
Yeah, VR46 in the championship now, he could potentially get well clear. I mean, he's going to have 2 wins in a second. That is an absolutely brilliant start for his championship and not good for Griff there. Still plenty of time for him to recover. Yeah, Senna and Line battling now, actually for the podium position here. It makes it even more special. We cross the line though for lap number 3. Anakin there in 2nd position, having a slight lead over Senna. And Line is looking very feisty there in 4th position. Max not too far behind as well, so he might be able to get into the game. It's going to be very, very fascinating for sure. But already it looks like VR is clearing up at the front. But I tell you what, Anakin doing a good job there in 2nd position.
Oh, Josh.
Yeah, Josh's race is really not going well, unfortunately. He had a good qualifying. I think he qualified 4th. 1st position in 2nd row, and he's already down in 10th place now. Mike Miquez has actually jumped him, and he's now in 9th position. So those two at the back here. Let's have a look at Leongo. So he now is in 8th position, and he's quite a long way off, actually. So it's about 3 seconds off. So for Leongo, this has not been a good race at all. Right. In fact, Senna's actually pulling away a little bit here from Line. The gap is actually opening up a little bit. Senna seems to be the one that's pushing on to try and catch Anakin, so maybe Senna's got a little bit of pace here. Very tight line from Senna. Hope it doesn't cost him too much on the exit there, but yeah, Senna doing a very good job. He actually looks to be very fast. Senna's catching Anakin here. Senna could be up for second place. Right then, so Lucas, I've just seen a message he sent me. He's having his tea, so unfortunately for me, Lucas is going. He did a great job while he was here, but he's going to have his tea now, so it's going to be me completely on my own. But we will continue commentating on this race. So, we cross the line, VR46 leading the way, 3 seconds clear of Anakin in second position, who's doing a great job there. Third is Senna, fourth Line, fifth Mad Max, sixth is Griff, seventh Declan, eighth is Leongo, and ninth position is Mike Marquez. And 10th there is Josh, but it's heating up here, and in the background, Griff is having a good look on Max. Oh, Griff! A little bit aggressive there, he pushes Max a little bit wide. And we can also see Anakin and Senna racing very hard for the second position. Anakin leaning on Senna there. Anakin and Senna leaning on each other. Anakin going straight back on inside, very aggressive from Anakin. He's fighting for his life for the second position. You've got to give Anakin credit. He's being very aggressive. Senna having another look. Doesn't quite get through, but definitely this battle is heating up at the front. From a neutral's point of view, unfortunately, VR is absolutely clearing off at the front. He has just got pace that nobody else can match. And this was my prediction. VR would get to the front and break away, but yeah, Anakin there in second and Senna. These are the guys that are really impressing me. Line as well looks very good there in fourth position. Griff, of course, is now in fifth, so he's fighting his way through as well. Plenty of time for him to recover. Oh, and Senna round the outside. Surely he doesn't make that stick. Not quiet. And Anakin's gone wide and Senna's in the gravel. Well, that's really compromised Senna. He's now going to drop all the way to fourth position. He was fighting so hard to get ahead of Anakin. That cost him a lot of time. It actually cost Anakin a little bit of time. He's now dropped to third position, so Line has profited off this. Now Line is in second position. What can he do? Can he close on VR? He's already 4.5 seconds clear, so it doesn't look good, at least for Line to win, but he can get a great second, which will be massive for his championship. Right, we go to lap 5 now, and Anakin's still in third position, Senna fourth, and Griff, actually, we need to keep an eye on Griff in the background. You can see there Senna having a look. Griff looking great at the moment, I have to say. Griff is slowly working his way through the pack, and Griff, for me, can get second position here. If he doesn't do anything silly, no incidents, gets out of trouble, I think that Griff has a great opportunity. Declan as well, we need to keep an eye on him. He's actually closing the gap a little bit, and he's going to have a look on the inside of Max. They're both side by side. These guys, of course, collided last time in Portimao with a bit of lag. And Declan on the inside into the left-hander. Anakin sits the bike up, and Declan makes it 6. So great move there from Declan. He's slowly working his way up the pack as well. So you have to keep an eye on Griff, and you have to also keep an eye as well on Declan. Oh, and who's that wide there? It looks like Senna's made a bit of a mistake here. So Senna's struggling a little bit at this stage of the race. Anakin's in his third still. It's Line is, so it's actually a very close battle here for second. Oh, looks like Griff is having a look on the inside. Griff breaking into the left-hander. Can he make the move? Sticks Senna. Look how brave he is round the outside. And Griff, look at that racecraft. Gets him on a cutback. They're both side by side. Griff into the right-hander. Great move there from Griff. But Senna's gone back through. Side by side. Oh, they're losing time here, fighting very hard at this position, but you've got to give Senna credit. He's got a heart of gold, fighting very hard here for the position, and Griff has gone wide and Senna gets him back. Griff leaning on him there, but Griff's actually lost a bit of time and back to 5th position. That has cost Griff crucial time. Well, Griff is fighting back though, as you can see. He's going to get him here on the front straight. Griff there, great move from him. He needs to get past Senna. He needs to get on with this because he's losing a lot of time here to Anakin and Line, who are both clearing off. Oh, and Senna's gone down. Oh, his bike's in the middle of the circuit. Declan just avoids it. Well, it's a bit of a shame there for Senna because he was mixing it up there, fighting for the podium, and unfortunately Senna has gone down. That's a real shame for his race. Now he's got the hard charger Leongo, who's in 8th position. He hasn't really made much progress, Leongo, unfortunately. Declan, on the other hand, is fighting his way through. He, of course, has started pulling away a little bit from Max, who is having a bit of a lonely race there in 6th position. Not maybe what he wanted, but a top 6 isn't the end of the world for his race. Oh, and Griff having a good look on Anakin there. Missed that there. Griff moves up into 3rd position. Anakin out of the podium places. That is brilliant there from Griff. What a recovery this is after his earlier mistake. Anakin though in the slipstream. Can he fight back? Can he get him back into the left-hander? He's having a go, Anakin. He's having a look on the inside. Isn't quite able to make the move, so... Oh, Griff there. Really is abusing the inside curve. You've got to be careful not to top the front there. Yeah, Griff in 3rd position now. And Anakin there a little bit wide. They are pushing very hard. I wonder if they're having grip problems. Let's have a look at their tyres. So Griff actually on the medium front, so that's going to be quite interesting. What tyres are Anakin on? He was also on the medium front, so I believe the majority of the field here seems to be on the same tyre. Yeah, everybody on the medium front and soft rear at the moment, so... Yep, every single person on the exact same tyre compound, so nothing different there. It's just a simple fact, who can manage the tyres the best, who has the strongest pace. There's one man who I think can manage tyres very well, and that is Griff. He's very good at the tyre management, he's very, very smooth. And he looks like he's in very, very good nick here to get 2nd position. He's catching line. Anakin, is he struggling at this stage of the race? Has he fought a little bit too hard? Has he burnt his tyres? Or are the guys behind him just simply a little bit stronger than him? We will find out shortly. But Anakin coming under pressure here from Declan, who is coming very, very quickly onto the podium battle here. This race does seem like it's simply who can finish in 2nd, because VR46 now is nearly 6 seconds clear, which is a huge gap, especially in this very tight class. In the background there, Anakin really is coming under a lot of pressure from Declan, who, he's having a great race, Declan. He's making a great comeback here after a bit of a silly mistake from him. In fact, I'm not sure if it was a mistake. He did actually get a nudge, sorry, from VR, so we'll have to have a look at that after the race. We couldn't quite see whose fault that was. But he's fighting back brilliantly here, Declan is. Anakin, has he got himself a long lap for exceeding track limits? I believe he has, so... Well, Anakin will either have to surf that, he was going to get a 3-second penalty. Griff is quite close as well. 3 warnings for him and VR, so they both need to be careful not to do anything silly here. Josh and Mike Miquez also on long laps, but they're quite a long way off. Oh, and Anakin there, very, very wide. And Griff, actually, we need to keep an eye on him. He is attacking. 4-second position. Griff about to pull alongside. Going to get past the line here. Griff, as we go onto the front straight, pulls out the slipstream into 2nd position. Good job there from Griff. This is a brilliant ride from Griff. Absolute class. He's gone a little bit wide though. Line will no doubt get the cutback, and he goes straight back on the inside. Didn't give up there, Line. Griff made a little bit of a mistake, and Line straight back on the inside. In the background we can see Declan closing up. Can Griff get him? He's gone a little bit wide there, Line. Griff having a look on the inside. But it looks like he's going to hold the position for now. Griff, that is brave, round the outside. Gone a little bit deep though, and they're fighting very hard for 2nd position here. In the background as well we can see Declan, and Senna's gone down. We need to keep an eye at the front now. Having a look on the inside is line as Griff has gone round the outside. Wow, brilliant there from Griff. Very, very brave from him. Well, I have to say, this is an absolutely brilliant race here. It isn't the race we wanted for the lead. VR is absolutely shot up, but it's a great battle here for 2nd. And in the background, it looks like Declan has actually overtaken Anakin. I just missed that there, but Declan, I believe, can also get 3rd position here if he's able to get through, which is a big if. But, yeah, those are very, very good riders, you know, this race. You've got to give a lot of credit to Griff. Huge amount of credit, of course, as well to Declan. They've both fought their way through the pack. Brilliant rides from them. Haven't made any silly mistakes, really. They've just gone about their business very calmly, and they've been able to make great progress. However, you got to give credit to Line. The race isn't completely over for 2nd. He's actually in the slipstream here. And Line looking to fight back on Griff. He's actually going to pull out the slipstream and overtake Griff. He straight away gets straight into 2nd position, and Griff having a look on the inside. It's going to get very tight. Oh, he just about holds off the position there, Line. As these guys are fighting, it's actually bringing Declan into play. Anakin has gone very wide there. It's already on a long lap, so this isn't going to help his race, as Griff has a very cheeky look on the inside there. Line not having any of it. He slams the door shut. Well, my voice is going here. This is quite exciting stuff here. Oh, look at this from Line. He is fighting for his life, and look at Griff. He is doing everything he possibly can to get in front. I think Griff knows the threat from Declan behind, and he just wants to get into second position and clear off at the front. But Line, he probably knows he doesn't have the better pace, and Griff, brilliant move in the double right-handers. Line trying to go around the outside. They are fighting for their life here for second position. This is brilliant racing though, we have to say. This is what we wanted this class to be about. And Line seems to have the position as we go down into the left-hander. Can he make it a step? Griff having a look around the outside. Can't make a step though. Can Griff get him on the cutback? He's having a great look into this right-hander here. Is Griff going to get him? He holds back for now. Griff, look at that. He's going for the cutback. Brilliant stuff here. Line having a look. They actually have contact. Wow. Getting very, very feisty here between these two riders. They are putting on a great show here. Massive respect to Griff and Line, of course. It's actually brought Declan right onto the back of the podium fight now. Anakin as well isn't too far behind. Of course, he has got his long lap, so I believe Anakin will be getting a penalty. Yep, as you can see, they're 3-second penalties, so he hasn't served his long lap. It does seem like Anakin will get in 5th position if he doesn't get any more warnings and get a second long lap, so good there from Anakin. Still a good ride from him, but he is still in this group, and Griff has made a mistake. Well, Griff, you know, making all these mistakes, unfortunately for him, and he's actually gone a little bit wide. Declan lurking in the background there. Doesn't want to lose his head here, Griff. He has got the superior pace to Line, I believe. He just needs to wait for the right moment. Griff as well, one warning away there from getting himself along that penalty, whereas Line hasn't actually got any more than one, so he has a bit more margin to play with there with the corner cutting. Declan as well is on 4, so these both have to be careful because they could ruin their races in a flash. And actually that could potentially promote Anakin ahead of them if they don't serve the penalties, of course. They get their 3-second penalty and even going into long lap, and Leongo, well, we need to focus on the battle at the front, but Leongo has gone down. Not ideal there for Leongo, who was making nice progress actually and had got himself into 6th position, but he's already dropped down to 7th. There's a heated battle going on behind, but let's go back onto the front. Line still in 2nd position. Griff is in 3rd. It would still be a good race for Griff. He has made some good progress, and Declan as well in 4th. He's fought his way through, you know, from the back of the pack nicely. Very hard to tell whose fault it was actually there for the Declan incident, but we're going through the last lap now. We need to keep an eye on VR46, give him the credit he deserves. He has managed the race brilliantly here. As soon as he got to the front, he never looked like he was going to relinquish that lead. And Griff there having a good look on the inside. He backs out of it there. But he will have the outs. He's going around the outside, Griff. Can he pull this off? What a move from Griff, but Line gets the cutback. Anakin and Declan fighting in the background as well, but brilliant there from Griff and Line. Look how hard they're both pushing there. Can Griff get him back on the inside into the right-hander? He has a good old look. He actually now has the position, but Line fighting very, very nicely there. Wow, brave there from Griff. He's gone round the outside. Anakin, I think, has got his... Can't be his 2nd long lap, surely not, but he might potentially have a 2nd long lap. I'm not too sure, to be fair. But anyway, in the background, you could see there Anakin has got into 4th position, and Griff really pushing very hard, and Line. They're both fighting so hard for the 2nd position. You've got to give these guys credit. There's still a catch in actually VR, who is probably stage managing the race a little bit. But these guys are putting on a hell of a show. Line, can he get him back into the left-hander? He's having a good look. He's pushing that bike hard. They make contact. They make huge amounts of contact. Line there just sending it on the inside. Very aggressive there. Griff will not be happy about that. He'll be furious with that, Griff is. But Griff isn't giving this one up. Can Griff get him back? Doesn't look like Griff is going to be close enough, unfortunately, for him. It looks like Line is going to take 2nd position, but VR46 is going to cross the line. He doesn't stop you there. He will win the race. Line in 2nd position. He holds off Griff, who loses a few vital championship points, unfortunately for him. But 4th was Declan. 5th was Anakin, will be happy with that. Mad Max in 6th position. Leongo in the background there in 7th. Senate is in 8th position. And Mike Miquez pitifully crashing there as he finishes home in dead last. But anyway, I'm absolutely exhausted commentating this race. I've run out of breath here. It was an absolutely brilliant battle there for well, it was 2nd position, but let's run through the results, shall we? So, VR46, massive win for him and his championship. He takes first position for the Leopard racing team. Second position for his home GP, Line. Very, very aggressive there with Griff towards the end. He fights very, very nicely for that position. Griff, a little bit disappointed for him to lose out at the end there. However, he'll be happy to at least be on the podium and to recover from that disaster at the start. Fourth position, good recovery also from Declan. Fifth position, Anakin. He just about holds off from Mad Max. He wasn't too far behind him, his teammate. Good points though there for their team. But sixth position is Mad Max. I think Max will be happy with that. Top six, not too bad at all. He did struggle this weekend. Seventh position, Leongo. He'll be very, very disappointed. He would have wanted a bit more. Silly mistakes from Leongo, silly crashes. Eighth position there is Josh. And ninth position there, Senna. And Mike Miquez, who, give him all the credit, it's his first ever Moto3 race. He gave it a good go. But that was the Moto3 race. It was an absolutely phenomenal race there. I really, really did enjoy it. I hope you guys did watching as well. But now, we're going to end the stream. The Moto2 race, of course, will be live. That will be live at 9 o'clock UK time today. The MotoGP race as well, that will be live about 7 o'clock on Sunday tomorrow, so pay attention to those races, stay tuned for those. But anyway, thank you guys for paying attention to the stream, and see you guys for the Moto2.